What's up, plebheads? I'm Neo.
And I'm Jdog.
And now, Jdog, I gotta ask you something. I mean, I am hyped out of my freaking mind, man. I'm after business close, GameStop, first in line, 7:30 p.m. I'm there at the store to pick up Death Stranding because I am so fucking hyped for this game, bro. I am so excited. Are you hyped? Are you out of your mind excited, bro? Jdog, how? I mean, dude, look at Norman's face. Look at his face, Jdog. He looks incredible. Did you see that gameplay we saw at E3, Jdog? Oh my God, does it look good? Oh my God, Kojima, Jdog, fucking Kojima. Oh! Jdog. I'm Neo, and I'm here with my brother Jdog, and tonight it's time for a no BS breakdown and discussion of Death Stranding. Jdog, give me your thoughts on Death Stranding so far. Wait, I actually think I know how to simulate this. Hang on a second. This chair, by the way, goes back. Can your chair do this? Hold on. Oh, fuck! Kojima's involved! Oh, bro! Woo! Okay. I wasn't sleeping. Alright, what do they got? What are they showing off?
Wow.
What? I was just trying to act like everybody else was about this game. I was just trying to fit in. Act for YouTube, you know, like everybody else.
Well, let me ask you this. Would you give two shits about this game if Kojima's name wasn't on it?
What game?
Death Stranding.
What the fuck is Death Stranding?
That's what I've been wondering.
That's what I'm thinking without Kojima's name on it.
I mean, people need to calm their tits a little bit.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because here's where I'm at with this game, and I've done a lot of thinking about this. You get this E3 thing, right? And this is one of the top 5 things PlayStation's showing off. Sony's got on their agenda, right?
Yep.
And I mean, what the fuck, right?
Yeah.
Like E3. I mean, that's the conference, right? That's the video game and entertainment conference. I mean, if you want to do something, if you want to make a splash, that's where you do it, right? I mean, they did it with Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Yeah.
But what they showed at E3 was a pile of dog shit.
I agree.
I mean,
I agree
I don't
100%.
know any nicer way to say it. Now, you guys can sit here all you want, talk about how great Norman Reedus looks, which I'll give you that.
It looks great.
His, full motion, facial capture, whatever the hell you call it, looks pretty good. And Norman Reedus, I like him. He's awesome in The Walking Dead. One of the best characters in the whole show. So yeah, okay, that's awesome. But the game still has to be fun. It still has to be interesting. It still has to be something I want to play
And it
every
still has
day.
to have great gameplay.
I'll assume, since this is a Kojima thing, it's a top-tier game, AAA game, a $60 price point. What the hell am I buying?
So, Jdog, let's discuss for a second what we saw at E3. Other than a steaming pile of dog shit, let's discuss for a second what we saw. I saw a lot of walking simulation.
I saw a lot of boring simulation.
I saw a lot of vagueness.
I saw very bland environments.
I saw no way to protect yourself from an enemy that you can't see.
And an enemy that doesn't look interesting or scary.
In any way, shape, or form.
At least from what we've seen at E3.
Yeah.
So, what exactly are we getting hyped up about here? I mean, for real, let's take Kojima's name off this.
Do you give a shit about this?
I don't even this is like so far down on my list. I can't even dig it out of the ground, out of the tomb I buried it in.
I don't even think we're doing this video if Kojima's name isn't on it.
But I guess, to be fair, since Kojima has produced some of the very best games of my lifetime, as a director, producer, whatever, you give him the benefit of the doubt and you say, okay, we'll go along for the ride with you, right? You know, it's like Spielberg in movies, right? If Spielberg's doing it, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll probably watch it. But, jeez, man. Now, you've had 2 times here to really reveal this, and we get nothing outside of questions, outside of a, huh? Outside of a, that kind of looks shitty? That doesn't really look fun? I mean, that's what you leave us with after E3? And all we talk about after E3 instead of your game is the Resident Evil 2 remake? You know? Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice? Ghost of Tsushima? Spider-Man? We talk about everything else. We don't talk about Death Stranding.
Yeah, you and I actually haven't chatted about it once other than for this video.
Basically. I mean, let's be honest. We've got a crowded field of games coming out here, ladies and gentlemen. You look at Last of Us Part 2. You want to make a bang? I thought Last of Us Part 2 did an awesome job. An absolutely awesome job. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I mean, those are the games that are sticking in my mind as games I will play. And not only will I play them, but I'll day one them. You'll get my full $60 for those games. What the fuck is this? You left me with nothing. No impression that sticks in my mind. And I think that's the most disappointing thing. So yeah, we can talk about Kojima's doing this game and he's not part of Konami anymore and he's not hamstrung and all this stuff. But if you've got all this creative freedom now and you've got all this stuff and you're running the show, aren't you wanting to be a little bit more forward, maybe is the right word, with exactly what you're doing? Or is this the great No Man's Sky of, 2018, 2019? The overhyped, ultra-promised disaster. I'm just saying. And yeah, I'm sure people will jump on me here. But, come on. Let's be honest a second. Can any of you guys seriously come on here in the comments and tell me that you're excited for this by what you saw at E3? Because I sure as hell ain't.
Yeah, E3 was boring. I mean, it looks graphically, maybe not color palette wise, but it looks graphically impressive, I think.
Well, as do most games that they showed off, as the game should when you're a AAA developer.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm sorry, but if you're going to charge $60 for a game, it better be up to speed on graphics. I mean, we expect that now. We have the hardware to handle it.
Fair enough. But aside from that, here's and again, you're talking about people jumping all over you. Here's my honest thoughts. I feel like Death Stranding is a game about being stuck between death and the afterlife, and you're trying to stop death, so you got to send things back. Like that, I don't know. Like that was my thought. But all of that aside, I've been kind of just bored with it. Like, whoa, another Death Stranding trailer. Oh, some gameplay. This will be cool. Oh, that sucked. That was my up and down. That was my roller coaster of emotions. This is going to be really cool. We're going to finally get to see, I think I actually said it during our reaction, we're finally going to get to see some Death Stranding gameplay.
Yeah.
Well, that sucked.
Well, they show off the one thing, the like reveal trailer or whatever they did, where he's out by his little rocket ship or whatever, and they got like the water and it like rumbling, kind of like Jurassic Park style.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, what is that? And that's kind of creepy. It's kind of spooky.
Yeah. And the little radar things flicking and going off, and he's got the kid down in the vessel or his throat or whatever the hell, I don't know.
And then it's just kind of like, well, it wasn't nearly as scary as I wanted it to be, and it wasn't this awesome fight, and there wasn't this like run for your life moment. And yeah, so
it was like empty. It was, I'm gonna call it empty tension, because you knew you should be worried about something. But what should you be worried about? Yeah. And so I did feel very let down by what I've seen. The one girl's eating a bug. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, I'm sure there's a reason for it. Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's a total reason for it in the game. I don't think Kojima would do it otherwise. Mm-hmm. But what's... and then like you would talk about, well, maybe he's being held back a little bit. Maybe he's being, maybe he's not allowed to show everything he wants to show at E3. You know what I mean? So maybe there was some of that going on. But still, and then you made a great point in the car on the way home today. What did you say to me?
I said, why let your game be overshadowed?
Well, who the hell is making the decisions at Sony or whatever to not show more?
Yeah. And like I said, why would you want your game to be overshadowed? Because that's what I feel happened in this situation.
Yeah.
You look at for as much as they tout this, as much as they put it up in their, top 5, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, this is the thing that's least exciting for us. And it's a Kojima thing, right? Like, you'd think this would be really top for us.
Should be.
And yeah, so I don't know where to go with this game.
I think it's a double-edged sword, though. We're doing this video here talking about how it kind of let us down. And then you have all these other YouTubers, all these other people talking about trying to break things down and figure out what's going on in Death Stranding. So I think what they're doing, in one way, I feel they're creating an artificial need to watch their next trailer or their next drop or their next reveal. Because you have to know what the fuck's going on in Death Stranding.
Well, the good thing about watching the trailers is you don't got to spend any money to do it.
That's true. And that's true. But I feel like they have an artificial hook that's created, and it's going to drag you along until they finally show you what you want to see.
Yeah, and maybe that's the case, and maybe it's this great marketing ploy, and I guess we'll all just sucker and
maybe
suck at the bait and go with it, but
maybe it isn't as far along as they want it to be to show more of that.
Or they're dragging their feet because, the game isn't coming along super great.
Or because it shouldn't be released this year. It's going to be released later next year.
And that could be true, too. So there are some of those things to consider, which...
Fine.
Yeah, fine, but damn.
You want an honest reaction? Here's an honest reaction. We weren't impressed. Neither of us were. Mm-mm. We both kind of agreed on that, I think.
Yeah, I was very, very disappointed. Because I was thinking, I could go along with the reveal trailer being kind of like, ambiguous and kind of, holding some things close to the vest and not showing a lot. But when you get into E3... once you reveal the game, people know it exists and are pretty excited to see it. I'm thinking E3, we want to show this off. We want to show what we got here and get people really talking about it. And I thought they definitely missed an opportunity for that.
Give me 4 minutes of intense gameplay. Don't give me 4 minutes of walking across a fucking barren landscape.
Yeah.
With literally nothing to see.
Yeah. Or showing this guy's face for like 3 minutes.
Here's the thing, and I feel bad for saying this, but I think this is pretty accurate. Ghost of Tsushima did more in the scene with the flowers, in the field of the flowers, than this did in this entire gameplay trailer reveal.
100%.
And that was disappointing to me to have to say that. But I think it's accurate.
You look at a game like this that we're actually excited about, right? Initially. And then being really let down in a game like Ghost of Tsushima, we didn't ever even heard of it for the most part before. I had never seen anything about it.
Wasn't even on our radar.
Yeah. And now we're jacked to the moon for it, just based on that little bit that we saw at E3.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think was a huge missed opportunity. I think Death Stranding needs to do something to get some of the people like me back kind of in the hype mode.
To ignite the hype fire, or to ignite some sort of excitement in maybe fans like you and I that are a little bit more skeptical than people that are just willing to say, Kojima's making it, I'm buying it day one.
Yeah.
Because we're not those people.
No.
And I don't think we ever will be anymore.
And especially as you look at the calendar over the next 6 to 8 months.
Oh, Christ.
I mean, unless this is slated in that late 2019, early 2020 period, I mean, there's just too much good stuff coming out.
Yeah.
To show stuff like that and expect people to be excited about it.
Yep.
Because for me, I was like,
next.
fuck is this?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Next.
I mean, is this supposed to be fun? Because it looks stupid as hell.
What do you think hype culture does to games like this?
Well,
What do you think hype culture does to gaming when we discuss things like this?
you know, I don't mind people being hyped for games. I know. I mean, we get hyped for games.
Yeah.
You know, that's something we love to do. But I do want people to at least control themselves a little bit and understand that, yeah, you know, you gotta watch what you're, you know, see the trailer, see the gameplay, right? And not just go running around shooting your mouth off like crazy just because a certain guy is making it or because Norman Reedus is in it and, oh my god, his facial capture is so amazing and all this nonsense. Hey, at the end of the day, guys, it's still a game you're going to play, right? And it's still got to be an immersive experience. And there isn't a lot that I saw, especially at the E3 demonstration, that made me feel that way. So
I agree with you.
I just hope that... I hope this changes for me. That's what I hope.
Yeah, I want it to change. I want to see something better, but so far I haven't. Even when we watched the first trailer, sure, I was like, what the hell is going on? What is that? And then when we saw there was nothing there, it was just kind of like a shadowy thing. I was like, with like footprints, I'm like,
yeah.
Enemy Zero did it better.
Yeah.
And Enemy Zero was actually scary.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you that don't know, it's an old Sega Saturn game with invisible enemies.
Yeah. So that's been done before, and that's why I'm
Yeah.
kind of hoping for something a little bit more. Like I said, I need to be reignited, right, for the hype.
Yeah.
Because I've kind of lost it here for this game.
We jumped off the train.
Yeah, I got off at the station. So
Did you get off at the Sekiro station, or did you get off at Tsushima
Ghost of
station?
Tsushima.
You got off at Tsushima
Yeah,
station. I got
big
off at Raccoon Police Department station.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I kind of left the hype train for this. I would love for them to do something to get me back on it because I just don't see it right now.
Oh, me neither. We're curious to know what you all think about Death Stranding. Comment down below and let us know what you think. Like the video if you enjoyed our no BS breakdown and reaction and our honest thoughts here on Death Stranding. I'm Neil with the Balding Plebs, joined here by my brother,
Jdog.
Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see each and every one of you right here next time for more content like this.
Good night, everyone.
GG, yo plebs. It is now safe to go to your keyboards and type all kinds of hate comments and messages to us in the comments below. Go ahead.